Machine learning is often used interchangeably, but they actually refer to different fields. While machine learning it's a subset of artificial intelligence. Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. So this is AI, and machine learning is a small part of it. And machine learning will focus on algorithms. It will focus on predictions, forecasting, etc. Data science, on the other hand, is a broader domain. It's a broader domain, and it will encompass the complete data science life cycle. It will have all these steps that are required to produce insights from data. So data science will combine mathematics, computers. It will also have statistics and also business expertise. All of this is required to analyze data. Now that we have understood what is the difference between DS and ML, let's go and understand about data science life cycle. So this will constitute data collection, data cleaning, visualization, modeling, and it will also have interpretation of that data in terms of dashboards, etc. So all of these steps constitute the data science life cycle. Now, what do I mean by data collection? Data can reside in tables. It could be a picture also, or it can be a video, right? So all of this data is collected and stored in a table. So that is data collection, or maybe some storage. Like in some storage, we put this data, and that is data collection. We can collect it from different sources. Now we come to data cleaning. Data cleaning has three aspects. Data cleaning has three aspects, and those aspects are data completeness, um, data deduplication, and also pattern analysis. So basically, what do I mean by data completeness? That the data is complete. It does not have any missing values. Suppose I have roll numbers of students and their names. So if I have roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and if I have names say A, B, C, D, and here it's blank, then this would be an example of an incomplete data set. Then there is also something called data deduplication. Suppose I have two um, two students which have the same roll number. So we have duplicate records, and we are using the roll number to identify these students. So this again comes, so we have duplicate data here. So that again is not correct. Then there is something called pattern analysis. Now if I also have the age and date of birth, then both of these fields are correlated. With date of birth, I can derive age. With age, I can derive date of birth. So when the fields are correlated, there is some kind of pattern between these two fields. So that analysis we should do just to understand uh, like how we can utilize those patterns, or if we need to eliminate that. That will come under data cleaning and data pre-processing. So this is basically data cleaning and pre-processing. So I hope that's clear. Then let's understand machine learning in a bit more detail. So as we have already discussed, machine learning is a subset of AI, which is artificial intelligence, and it focuses on building algorithms which will then enable us in deriving insights from data. So machine learning, since it's an algorithm, it will rely heavily on historical data. So what do I mean by historical data? So if I am a customer, what did I purchase in the month of May? What did I purchase in the month of June? Based on that purchase history, I'm going to recommend products to this customer in the month of July. And for this, I might be using an ML algorithm. So that is how it will rely on historical data. It will also try to improve the accuracy of our prediction. So if I'm trying to say predict what the customer will next buy, so I will have some ML algorithm in place, and I will have to enhance the accuracy of that ML algorithm. Now, some of the examples of ML algorithms are random forest, if you might have heard of it. There are also clustering algorithms. We will also understand what are supervised and unsupervised learning. Supervised and unsupervised are both types of machine learning algorithm. So we will understand what are these algorithms and how are these different in the next segment. Also, as we have had the data science life cycle, we also have something called a machine learning life cycle. Now, machine learning life cycle will constitute data processing, where we prepare the data for ML models. And so, before applying any algorithm, I will have to prepare this data so that I can feed this into the algorithm. So, that is data pre processing. Then we have something called model selection. So what do I mean by model selection? That I will have to select some model to get the insights. Some algorithm I need to select. So which algorithm is answered by model selection? Then I have something called training and testing. Now that I have provided this data to my model, I will have to uh, train this algorithm on this data and also evaluate the performance of this algorithm. So that comes under training and testing. And then there is something called optimization. So once I have tested my algorithm, I have understood that where my algorithm is failing. Now I'll have to fill those gaps. So to fill those gaps, what I'll use optimization technique. One of the most uh, known optimization technique is gradient descent. So that is we will also understand about gradient descent in detail in the upcoming segments. So this was just an introductory segment on DS and ML and what is the difference between both of these, because it sometimes becomes very difficult to pinpoint what comes under these in the scope of DS and what comes under the scope of ML, because both of these are used interchangeably, as I had already mentioned. So yeah, so that's it for this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned if you like the content.